Hi, my name is Emily Ellis, and this is my introduction video for AEP 858 Data Analysis and Assessment. A little bit about myself. I've been married for 2 years. We have 4 corgis. One's a German Shepherd Corgi mix right here, Fozzie. We rescued him this last January. Aside from teaching, I am a farm and ranch wife, and we have cattle and crops. We're actually going to be in wheat harvest any day now if it ever decides to dry up. When I'm not doing grad school or helping on the farm or doing teaching, my hobby is kayaking. For my work environment, I will be at a school with 4 fourth grade teachers. I just came from a school where I taught 3rd and 4th grade at the same time. It's a very small rural school, and I'm excited to have a normal size, bigger class and focus on 1 grade. I'm going to be in a 3A school district, and I'll have approximately 20 to 25 students per class. I don't really know much about my new school, but I have talked to my future teaching team, and I know a little bit, but sometimes I'll talk about my previous school and what they did. My old school district's analysis of data, we used Ames Web and iStation mostly, and that data really just directed how we grouped our MTSS students and made those groups based off of their scores on iStation and Ames Web. I know there are better ways to do it, and because we didn't move our kids around as much as we should have. So I would say my old school district, we didn't analyze data as much as we should. I believe my new school district does more because we move the kids around in the MTSS groups more often and more frequently, and so I'm excited to be a part of a school that uses data every day to drive their instruction and their groupings. My personal knowledge of how to use data effectively, there's lots of different ways. With comprehension, there's the DRA assessment where you can do that and then help yourself group students into reading small groups based off their comprehension skills. There's running records that tell you about fluency, so you can pair kids that are really fluent together and then the not so fluent together, or vice versa. You could have a fluent student with a non-fluent student as kind of like a mentor. You can also use Ames Web, for example, for math to form your small groups if that's something you use in your math class, and that's what I did. Is I used Ames Web to kind of see where my students were at and group them so that I didn't have a super high level kid with a really low level kid. It kind of evens the playing field in your groups. But I know that I can and will learn more about how to use data effectively and more frequently. My plan to enhance my knowledge of data analysis and assessment is to read about it. Read different strategies that people have out there, to think and reflect on what's going to work best for me in my classroom environment and with my students. That's why I have the Think, Plan, Act little puzzle image on there. I think it's a good representation of what I want to do and how I want to get better at planning to use data in my classroom for my everyday instruction. I also want to learn from others. I think that learning by example or seeing what other teachers are doing is very important and can be a very useful tool because you can see what works and what doesn't work, and you could take their plan and kind of tweak it a little bit for yourself. And so that's my goal and plan for becoming better.